So Andy, are we keeping the boat?
We're keeping the boat.
Yay!
Hey, look at this. Who wants to miss this?
It's part of the adventure.
Yes, we were selling the boat. There were interested buyers and one went into contract. Along the way, while the process was moving forward, when the buyer fell out, it was one of the things that we had continued to talk about, all the wonderful times that we've had on the boat, the places that we've seen, and the things that we've done, and that there's still so much more to do with the boat. And instead of rushing on to the next chapter of life, why not continue to enjoy the one that we're currently in? Although it is a little wet outside at the moment, so let me just quickly say thank you to our friends Jack and Kim that have allowed us to stay nice and safe in Pompano here on their dock while Hurricane Ian is washing down the state of Florida. Aliluki 2.0 was going to be a land-based expedition kind of journey thing. We might still do that later, but for right now we're going to continue the adventure on Aliluki. We have this beautiful boat and there's still so much more to see and to do, so we're going to do that. We're going to actually do a couple of different things as well. One of them, we've had quite a few requests from people of would we ever charter or would we ever have guests on board. Yeah, I think what we've talked about doing that we've really enjoyed doing, as you can see kind of in the format of our videos, is to pass on knowledge or experience to inspire others to go out and if you choose to do something like this, how to do it, certainly from a safety standpoint. So we've had quite a few requests of people that said, hey, would be possible for us to come and learn from you. So we're going to launch a Aliluki educational kind of charter series, probably maybe 2 and 3 day type charters where you come on board and we do a significant information dump of everything that we've seen and done, why we made decisions the way we did, to see it live and in person. There's so much to learn about what it's like to live and cruise on a catamaran full time. So we just want to pass more of that information on. We're going to probably do some kind of online type consulting. You can sign up for consultation time as well, and we can go over any and all of your questions. But for now, we're continuing on, and we're just weathering the storm of Ian. We're very grateful to be safe here on the dock, and again, all of you, wherever you may be in the state of Florida, stay safe, dry, and that's it. I gotta go check the line.
Art Museum in Fort Lauderdale. It's called NSU.
The NSU. You're gonna make a drawing that's worth $1 billion?
Yeah,
$2 billion. Okay, tell me, what do you see? What's this? What is this piece of art? What is that?
An alien.
An
A bunch of other people running, screaming.
An alien?
Really not pushing his face, skins as red as a lobster. Or he's really got sunburn.
What if that's Lobster Man?
He looks sunburned. What is lobster man? He's no eyes and mouth.
What do you guys think about this piece of art?
This looks like a steak.
They what?
Somebody made a mistake.
They made a mistake?
And you know what happened?
Don't touch the art. Back away from the
You know
art.
what happened here? You know what probably happened here? Probably somebody went like a shing.
What, they dropped their
I
paintbrush?
think there was a murder that happened here.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, there's much blood everywhere.
perro negro no está corriendo.
Yeah. Lesson 2, everyday items, vocabulary, listen and repeat. You have to say that.
Hola.
Hola. Hola.
Adiós.
Adios. Adios.
Un sándwich.
Un sandwich. Un sandwich. No, I'm hungry.
Un huevo.
Un huevo. Un huevo.
The way the program is set up is fantastic because it gives you, you're learning by hearing it, by seeing it, seeing the written word, by seeing the image. So if it's an apple, you hear them say apple in Spanish, you see the word apple in Spanish, and eventually they start kind of messing with you and taking these things away so they don't say it anymore or they don't show the written word anymore. And so this is more of an immersion program, similar to if you just decided to go to Italy, you don't know a single word in Italian and you land. That's about as immersive of a program as you can, right? You land, you're going to learn because you have to. We had looked at different programs for almost a year and we tried different programs. Ironically, Rosetta Stone reached out to us and said, hey, would you guys like to work together? And we're like, sure. So they sent us a couple licenses that allows us to use the program and really try it out. But now we're also able to pass on an exclusive deal that they've shared with us. So I guess there are several different subscription bases. There's a 3-month and a 12-month, but the better one, I think, is the lifetime one. And you get access to all the languages. It's normally $299. Now you can get it for $179, and I think we will put a link to it that will take you there and allow you to make use of it. But I'm gonna go see how they're doing. How's class?
Do you want to learn Spanish?
Yeah.
What other languages do you want to learn?
Chinese. But don't get it wrong.
Can you say something in Spanish? Like what's your favorite word?
Caballo.
What that means?
Of course. That's the future.
I don't want to go. It's like a roller coaster to get me off.
So what you guys want to do is check each other's work, right?
He's gonna tie his own knot, which he did. He has a bowl in here, so you would just check that, make sure that he's clipped in, and everything looks good. Okay, well, I don't know what that D-ring is for. This strap seems quite sloppy. Okay, so most importantly, there's that instrument going up, so this I'll clip in. I have dielectric grease here. Still learning how to use it. Oh, I could cinch this up.
Really, I like this.
Yeah. Don't lose it. It's $400. I cannot believe
That little thing, it's amazing, right? I'm like, are you serious?
And it lasts
$5.
9 months.
Right.
You're gonna be great.
This looks good.
It looks good. You sure? Yeah. Slow is pro. So if you need to break it, I'll just tell me to stop. I'm not flying out.
Okay.
You're fine. Listen, there's 2 of us now, not just.
All right, so this is our first time, well, my first time up the mast. Our friend Chris, who also owns a Leopard 45, who's a pro at this and has been up the mast an incredible amount of times.
My 4th bedroom.
Yeah. So I'm going up because the wind vane, this little instrument right here, a portion of it has stopped working. So it gives me wind direction on our instruments so we know where the wind is coming from, but we're not getting velocity, which is a pretty big deal when you're sailing. You kind of need to know how strong the wind is. So I'm going up the mast for the first time to remove the one that's up there and put the new one on and come back down and kiss the ground.
Tell us about this issue.
Oh yeah, so because I'm a chicken and my entire life right now is dangling literally on this line and Chris running the winch, which is and Maki will be the one running the winch when we don't have Chris near us. So I'm using this climbing equipment as a backup. So this is an ascender. For those of you that are into climbing, and I'm going to clip in to a second line, which is going to be the halyard for the mainsail, and this just goes around the line like this. You clip it in place, and see, now it's not going anywhere, but it can go up. So the thing is that this is clipped into a second line, and then this is clipped in to me. So if this line, something catastrophic happened, I would be tethered to the other halyard. The other line is a safety, so I will not come tumbling down. Which,
And if you do, I will catch you.
yeah, Maki says she'll catch me if I do, but that is probably not going to be very pretty. All right, so let's do this before I resign.
Ready?
Yeah, let me just get a little back in this chair a little more. All right. Oh, that's too high, too high. Okay, I think we can keep going. It's okay. I think so, yeah. Don't look down, don't look down. So obviously this is the bosun's chair. This is what you sit and ride up in. It has a little bag. This one does, at least, that you can put tools and rags and different things that you need to take with you. Normally this line is tied right to this, which are the connection points. But I bought some rock climbing gear just to be safe. And so these are all locking carabiners that have, these are rated to the equivalent, it's 6,000 pounds. So this is not going to break. This is not the weak link. These are rated for something like 4,000 pounds. These are tethers. This is the ascender that I was clipped into. So let me just show you. So what this ends up doing is, and I could show you on this line. So instead of just trusting my life to one line, I clipped in with the ascender into the halyard, the main halyard. So I'm traveling, this is ascending on the secondary line that's connected to the top of the mast, and I'm being hoisted up on this one. So I just keep going up with this. What this does is that this actually has, right now I have a locking carabiner on it, which restricts the rope from ever coming out. Let's take this off real quick. So the way you do this is you put this line inside here, and then you lock, this has teeth right here. You lock that in place, and now it's on. Now it cannot come down. Once this is locked, what they do, or they recommend doing, is putting a locking carabiner on here. So now this rope can no longer come out.
Nice.
So even though this is ascending, and I still have control over this clutch here to open it and slide this up and down, the rope itself cannot come out. Right. So this is my safety tether as a secondary backup that's attached to the other line. These are tethers for the tools. So anything that I'm going to be working with, I would put a tether on like this, so you could actually even just go up with all your tools kind of dangling, or put it inside if you have a little tool bag. I pulled Reef 2 out from the feeder here and the clutch, and instead what we did was you take the topping lift, and we're going to run the topping lift through here. You undo the clutch, we run it through the clutch, right? And then you take it around the winch. So now you have your line attached here, and that's ready to go. Obviously for safety, this is always locked and closed. When you're taking the person up, you don't need to have the clutch open. Just like any other day of sailing, this is going to pull through. So when you're ascending, this is locked. When you're bringing the person down, descending, that's when you have to make sure you have 3 to 4 wraps on the winch, and slowly you're going to open this up, and you slowly let them down. So this is the end for the person that's running the winch and is going to hoist the person up. Now you have to go take the other end off and connect it to your bosun's chair so that you can use it to go up. So let's go back here. Okay, so here's the other end of the topping lift, right? So it's connected here with the bowline, and it goes, you can see here, if you look up at the top of the mast, you can see this line goes all the way to the top of the mast, right? So to hoist ourselves up, now that you have the other line attached, let me just say one thing real quick. I'll show you when we go back to the other one. So what we're going to do is take this off. We undo the bowline here, and then this is the line that we're going to use to hoist ourselves up. I want to hold that for a second. This is the end of the topping lift that was attached to the back of the boom. So we took that off. Now we're going to come and attach it here. So you would just tie your bowline right to this to the chair, because this is the end that's now going to be your safety, that's going to pull you up. So now your bowline is attached here. Again, I've attached it to a carabiner with a much stronger braking load, and then we're attached to the bosun's chair, and then I have a separate tether attached to this carabiner, and then again the ascender is attached to the other line, the other halyard. So I've got essentially 2 halyards we're traveling up. If this one broke, I'd be attached to the main halyard. So that's your backup. One note to make is make sure that I know this is temporary, and a lot of people may say, oh, you don't have to do it, but because I was on somebody else's boat helping them go to the top of the mast, and when the line that we used, we didn't put a stopper knot, which is simply just put a knot in the end of this thing. So this cannot come out of the clutch. So we'll simulate this, Maki. You'll pull on that rope. Okay, so let's just say, so again, when you're ready to, when the person that's up on the mast says, okay, bring me down a little, bring me down a foot, or I'm done, just bring me down all the way. This is where it really becomes a huge safety issue here, because now when this has been going up and this person's just doing this and you're just pulling on this, the winch is pulling, the person's traveling up the main. However, when it's time to come back down, you are now going to open this clutch, essentially a huge brake. You open this baby up, and now as soon as you take this off the lock here, I now have the weight of the person here in my hand, so that there isn't, because any little bit of movement here is exacerbated greatly up on the mast. You end up bouncing around on that chair, and if you're 60, 70 feet high, that gets scary, and it's just uncomfortable. So you just feed it hand over hand as it's going out. You just feed it like that, nice and smooth. If they say stop, then you stop. If there's any extended period of stopping time, just lock the clutch again, so that if you need to look up or you need to do something, you know that this is locked and they're not moving. They're not going anywhere until you undo this again. So I think that's it. Did we miss anything? You know, it's not a bad idea, I think.
To get rigged up, you know, to get your line, whether it's the main halyard or your topping lift, connect it to your bosun's chair, run it here, put it on the winch, and just practice hoisting yourself. There's no need to go up the mast. Just get comfortable. You'll go above the side pack, you know, and take turns.